Hi, I have Finmore updates for you. What is Finmore? Finmore is a multi-level marketing company that last month was known as Transact Card, and overnight it changed. Surprise, we're Finmore. The participants weren't made aware of this. This was just launched on them, except the people at the top of the pyramid scheme. They were in on it. They knew this was going to happen. And so it's like, can you just imagine you've signed up for this, incredible ground floor opportunity known as Transact Card. It's such a mouthful. And then overnight, it just changes into something called Finmore. So there's a lot of people that are have woken up from being part of multi-level marketing just because of this mess that Transact Card / Finmore is, which is good. There's people that are in the process of waking up, but there's people that are being driven even deeper into this commercial cult. Like these things happen across multi-level marketing. One of my goals in making content, anti-MLM content, is to try to reach those people. And it's a balance. Look, this is the people that are starting to wake up and question. I want to reach everybody. I want to especially reach the people that are already out and maybe just trying to piece together what they've been part of. And the way I speak, maybe my sense of humor, it makes them feel seen. And another one of my goals is to reach the people who are just starting to wake up and starting to have the courage to start taking in additional content. And I think, like, I'm thinking of you, if you come across this video, I was in multi-level marketing for 5 years. And that's why I obscure your names, in these comment threads. I want to expose the scam and how you're being manipulated. I believe that you're a good person and that you really want to make some extra money for your family. You want to make the world a better place. And I think of this. At the same time, I have to balance boundaries, because when you leave a commercial cult or you're speaking out against a commercial cult, you have predictable behavior. This is one of the reasons why I delete comments from cult apologists. And cult apologists are people that are like from Transact Card or Finmore, which I think it's in pretty much every video. I say that if you're going to say this company is an incredible company, or I'm a hater, or whatever, your comment's going to be deleted. And they don't respect boundaries. This is what happens in multi-level marketing. There's an entitlement and a trespassing of boundaries. And they're quite surprised when their comments are removed, because they're used to being treated with deference when you're in multi-level marketing. And when you get outside that, when people in the real world aren't impressed by these antics and just be like, you don't have a voice here, you're not welcome here. This area is for survivors, for people waking up. I want this to be a safe space for you to leave comments and start to maybe ask questions. Realize that there's a larger community of people out here that support you as you're waking up and exiting, that so many of us have had to battle through the shame, the embarrassment, the humiliation, the fear of leaving a commercial cult, of starting to detangle what all the mind fuckery, all the Zoom calls, the hours of training, the belief that we were really part of this big movement, and seeing things crumble away. And it's all happening so quickly. And as the weeks go by and the months go by, even more awarenesses come, thinking, oh my goodness, it's not just this company, it's all companies. So this is what's going on in my brain when I'm making content like this. I'm thinking of the people waking up. I'm thinking of the people who have already left. I want this to be safe enough for you to start speaking out in the comments if you want. And that's why I don't have any tolerance for people that are trying to intimidate or harass, or even trying to reply under other people's comments, trying to recruit them. You just get deleted. Sometimes I take screenshots and then I save them. And then I make content with them on other platforms, to music, especially on Instagram. So let's get into this. So I think the best place to start is by me saying thank you to the person who is sending me this information. I am really grateful to you. And so many of us are. You're helping a lot of people. And I also want to say thank you to any Finmore Transact Card participant who has the courage to even look at my content. Good for you. I'm happy that you're critically thinking. I'm happy that you are starting to take in information that is that you're being warned against, and you're going to see, because I've got some content for you. The aggressive ordering around. This is what happens inside a commercial cult. The demand for utter obedience. And there's a lot of caps. A lot of capitalized letters in this one post. And then what else was I going to say here? Oh no, I lost my train of thought. I see I've already been talking for 5 minutes, so let's get into this. I was struggling with what to show you first, and because there's so much going on at once and it's really confusing, but this is what happens in multi-level marketing. And this shit show that is Finmore, I just feel so sorry for these participants trying to navigate this and make sense of it. There's no way to make this in order to make it make sense. So I'm going to go from what was just sent to me the most recently and just kind of like work my way back, which has only been in the last like 2-3 days. A lot has gone on already. Okay, this is the first screenshot that I want to show you. This is from a Facebook group and it says finmore.com is up and running. Isn't it funny how it's spelled out like that? There are tens of thousands of members trying to get in. Any system would be overloaded for a few minutes, like the crowds on Black Friday. So already they're making excuses as to why their website won't work. I mean, you knew this was going to happen. You had a multi-level marketing company entity known as Transact Card. You've changed it over to Finmore, and now you're attempting to blame the people, your own participants, that their impatience, their justified expectation that your website would be up and running when you said it would be, is actually it's the wrong response for them to have. They should be like, this is just, there's going to be tens of thousands of people. This is just like Black Friday. This is nothing like Black Friday. This is that you don't have your shit together. And I have a feeling Finmore is going to go belly up just like Transact Card. The company didn't send everyone an email notice to log in. Well, why not? I wonder why that is. That seems quite unprofessional to me. How did they select which people to send the login to? All these people that said, welcome to the family. You're going to become this digital branch officer or this Finmore, FinCredit nonsense. They're like, how come I didn't get it and you got it? Nobody can talk with each other, as you'll see. As if you've seen any of my content or any of the content from other amazing anti-MLM creators covering Finmore, Transact Card, please go check them out. They surely assumed that at least the 5,000 members who have been logging into the announcement and training calls would know. Many of my community are already in and have done KYC. Never fear, this domino has fallen. And they put that in italics. Tonight at finmore.live, more announcements and revenue plan training. All right, now let's look at the comments here. First person, the My Finmore link is not clickable. And then the person responds, scroll down. And they gave a screenshot. Second person responds, never got an email. I went to the website and tried to log in, but it never sent my login code to my phone number. Person replies, you have to make sure your phone number is the same as before when you were using for the other platform. It's the only number I have. I tried 3 times just to make sure I didn't hit it wrong with my fat fingers, LOL. Already, it's like, it must be something I'm doing wrong. This self-gaslighting going on. Going to have to send an email then, support@finmore.com. I closed out of everything and reopened it. Worked that time. Trying to read all the terms and conditions. Holy moly. I did not get an email with the link. No response yet from help desk. Person responds, there is no email coming with the link. Open a browser and type it in www.finmore.com. I just want to pause here. Why is it that a multi-level marketing company that likes to compare itself to Google and Amazon relies on random people in a Facebook group to give its customer service for free? Why is it that they can't do this? Why is it that they're incapable of it? Why is it that they're having people in a Facebook group make excuses as to why their website isn't working for people? Was able to log into my account, but I noticed that my Transact Card points didn't even transfer to the new site. And I noticed that my uplines have changed. Well, what's up with that? Now, for anyone thinking that Transact Card changing to Finmore isn't a bait and switch, it is a bait and switch. I think there's another word for it. And I think it's just, alone it's fraud. People signed up for one company. Overnight, it changed into another company. And before they've even had an opportunity to look at the new website or even agree to the new terms and conditions, that they notice their uplines have changed. Could it be because of that alleged security breach where all these accounts were revealed on the dark web? And there were people that were just suddenly removed from Transact Card, perhaps allegedly for asking too many questions. They just were terminated. I wonder if that's why. Maybe some uplines have changed. Can't verify KYC, says date of birth is incorrect. Will not accept my IDs, DL or passport. I'll try again later. This is miserable. This is inexcusable for a company that is just starting out. This isn't if you're going to launch, you're saying you've given all these Zoom calls, you've brought in these industry titans, people that nobody has ever heard of, like Mellon, who has calls herself the queen of the comp plan. Nobody knows who she is, and nobody cares. And you can't even have a functional website. There are so many people that could probably get this website up and running in less than 2 days. It's ridiculous that as you're positioning yourself as this amazing global company, that you can't even run a website, and you're trying to make it seem like this is standard behavior, that this is like startup behavior. This is not. This is the behavior of a scam. And more participants are realizing that this is unacceptable, and they're waking up. And I know that there are some participants that they're going to join another multi-level marketing company. And it's my hope that in time, just like me, it took me 1.5 years of questioning, starting to really able to think again, challenge what I was being told before I was able to wake up and exit. And that might be for some people too. And if some people go into another multi-level marketing and they start doing predatory behavior, send me their information and I'll expose that company too. In the meantime, I'm focusing on a lot of these participants in Finmore because I've seen you in my comments, a number of you that are asking for help and how to get your money back. And I don't know. Maybe someone can help you. I hope you can get your money back. Just saw, so I never got an email either. Thanks for the update. Just saw this below and it worked. When you go to the new website, if the My Finmore tab is not highlighted, clickable for you, scroll down to the bottom of the page and click on login. And then stand on one leg, stick your tongue out, and then pat your head and then rub your stomach. And it has to be in a counterclockwise fashion. When you do that, then take it from there. Still need your phone number to sign in. I am in, KYC approved, and have moved all my Z-Bucks to Fin credits. I am ready. You can already look at the disparate experiences of these people within Finmore. Some people are getting in and they're very excited. A lot of people, they don't get an email. It's not working. They're logging in repeatedly. It's very frustrating. And they have nowhere else to go but a Facebook group, because Finmore is not professional. It's unprofessional. It's unprofessional. And then the last thing was this little meme. It says, Finmore is now live. Please go to finmore.com. And then I don't know what it says there. All right. The next thing that I want to show you is this apparently is the new site. And all it looks like apparently is the same shit, different pile. From what I've been told, it used to be Transact Card and now it's Finmore. This fin with this arrow is just so stupid to me. I mean, have a fin, like what is this arrow? Finmore, just irritates me. Everything about this company irritates me. So there was that one comment that had mentioned their Transact Card points didn't even transfer to the new site. So now I just want to go back in time because there's a lot of people that are getting emails. Some aren't getting any emails and nobody knows what's going on. And it doesn't matter if you have any questions, it's all your fault for asking. So this was an email that was sent out to Transact Card participants. I don't know if everybody got this, but hello, all commissions earned in Transact Card will stay in your Transact Card digital office and will not be moved to Finmore. All commissions, all the money you earned. Earned commissions are up to date and should be showing correctly. You can cash out any earned money above $50. If your earned money balance is lower than $50, we will contact you in the coming weeks with more information about how to get your commissions. We look forward to continuing to work with you and support you in your endeavor to deliver a positive social impact. Thanks. So I'm just going to go back up, not to that latter sentence, but the former sentence. If your earned money balance is lower than $50, we will contact you in the coming weeks with more information about how to get your commissions. How on earth is this ethical? How difficult it is to pay people their money. This is absurd. This is deplorable. This is multi-level marketing. This is a multi-level marketing scam unfolding, imploding right before our eyes. Thanks for the person who left that YouTube comment. It's like, it's amazing to see this happening right before us. It really is. And it's really sad that so many people are caught up in this. So this isn't okay. So if there's an upline or somebody in a group, peacocking around using a lot of bolded letters, or all caps, trying to intimidate you, trying to make you question reality, that's gaslighting. If you're thinking, well, maybe it really is my fault, or maybe there was an email I missed. No, this is a manipulative tactic. This is wrong. You should be paid. It doesn't matter if you made above $50 or below $25. You made money, you should get paid that money. This is an arbitrary thing that they've decided. They don't want to pay you money. They're just trying to probably get more money, and then who knows, maybe they're going to disappear and then start another scam before even Finmore gets its phoenix rising wings off the ground. So this now in the group says, well, that's nice. Just going to steal the commissions then because it's not up to date. Several of us on my direct team are missing money. This person is rightfully angry. They should be. This is not right. Same here. Mine are definitely not updated, and I haven't gotten the last check I requested either, and it's been nearly a month. And I just want to pause here too, because I've seen people in different multi-level marketing companies say, ah, ha, ha, I told you so. I recognized all these red flags. It's like you're in a pyramid scheme and you don't even realize you're in one. You're recognizing another. This is what happens in cults, which you're in a destructive commercial cult, by the way. If you're in a multi-level marketing company, oh, you might not like to hear that. But this bragging that you noticed all these deficiencies in Transact Card, take a look in the mirror and take a look at what's going on in your company. Just because you haven't had this exact same scenario play out doesn't mean that you're not in a destructive commercial cult. People in cults don't know they're in a cult. They will swear to you that they're not in a cult. That's the power of being in one of these things. If you're that adamant that you're not in one, there's a really good chance you're in one. That's a rule of thumb that you can use. You should be curious. Well, what is the definition of a destructive commercial cult? You don't know, and you don't know the definition of a pyramid scheme either. Okay, anyway, but I just wanted to say that as well, because there's in network marketing and multi-level marketing, there's such this vicious, malicious behavior that goes on between people. And that really, for some reason, it just really irritates me, because these people are already down and they're like being kicked while they're down. And then these other multi-level marketing people are trying to recruit them into their scam, which is such a joke. I'm sure you know what I'm saying in my head about this. Good for you. And the same thing I'm saying, but we'll be perceived as negative just because we want the money owed to us. Oh, yes. And you'll be probably preached to. You'll probably have videos made about you. You'll probably be removed from different Facebook groups. You might even be called a demon and uncoachable and a hater. Oh, it escalates fast when you just say, I want my money owed to me. And they say, well, Transact Card is being so gracious. They said that if you earned $50, then you would get it. But if you're below $50, well, they're going to take care of you. It's all your fault that you expect to get paid the commissions that you earned. Mine too are just not there. How many people have been screwed and continuing to get screwed? Good for you for in this Facebook group for being able to post this publicly, like in this group, I'm really proud of all of you. And that's not being like patronizing. And I don't know, I have to say that all the time, because when I was in, multi-level marketing, it's like, I'm so proud of you. And even outside of it, it wigs me out when I say I'm so proud of you. But I am proud of you for doing this. This takes a lot. Wouldn't want someone getting bent out of shape because they worked for free under the precedence that they would be paid as agreed upon. Well said. You're right there. You're seeing the truth. Okay, next set of slides I want to show you is the last. Again, I think I can't say I'm saving the best for last because all of this has been really good, but this dude is mad. And this could be in any multi-level marketing company. And it doesn't need to be a dude. It could be a dudette. It could be a multi-level marketing coach. It could be a guest speaker. It could be anybody. I saw this stuff from all different types of multi-level marketing companies when I was in Mon8, and also the adjacent coaching cult called Rank Makers. So let's just see. This is the, they say I'm in such an amazing, positive community. People want to join for the community and these friendships. I have to say, the friendships, the lifelong friendships I've made from being part of network marketing, I'll never regret that. And you're like, yeah, you're still brainwashed and you haven't realized what's actually going on. So let's take a look at this. So this person is like, why people quit, all caps already. Already, there is so much like turmoil and people being screwed that they're too afraid to post in this group. And if they do, they've been kicked out or blocked, or maybe they've even allegedly, perhaps, had their account suspended or just have been terminated. And so then we have these people that start moving. This is the muscle. They're like, no, we got to whip you people into line. This is how destructive commercial cults work. And this post, like I said, it could be in any multi-level marketing company. Why people quit. So notice there's never a legitimate reason to quit. Never. Expect fast results. They stop believing in themselves. They get stuck in the past. Dwell on mistakes. Fear of failure. Resist change. Give up on their power. Believe in their weakness. Feel the world owes them something. Fear failure more than desire success. Never visualize what is possible. Feel they have something to lose. Overworked. Assume their problems are unique. See failure as the signal to turn back. Feel sorry for themselves. All of this is contempt. This is a good example of coercive control inside a destructive commercial cult. I really like how this person put it out so neatly with little like bullet points, essentially. This will be an excellent template for people as they come across this video in the years to come to compare it to their multi-level marketing company that they're a part of and see, wow, they're saying the same thing. It's so weird that in every multi-level marketing company, they all say the same stuff. So you never see if maybe there's a company that has lied to you and is just changed into another company and isn't paying you your commissions. Why people quit. So this is definitely just about multi-level marketing, because if you were to quit smoking or quit doing harmful drugs or quit any kind of like destructive habit, that would be considered good. But in multi-level marketing, there's no reason to quit. It couldn't be that you're a part of a pyramid scheme, a scam, and you wake up, that you don't want to be psychologically and emotionally abused like in this group and with this post. It's always like you're feeling sorry for themselves. This is fake, aggressive. This is it's like fake leadership. This isn't leadership. This is a small little person that gets off on talking down to people and thinks that this is strong, and it's just weak. And it's a joke. This isn't leadership at all. All right, this stuff only works in multi-level marketing. It doesn't work outside of it because there's more scrutiny outside of it. This is why this goes on in these private groups. If there's just one piece of advice I can give you, it's this. I want to read that sentence out like it's been written. And because when you capitalize letters like that, it's like you're yelling. And this doesn't even make sense, which nothing does in multi-level marketing. If there's just one piece of advice I can give you, it's this. He'd be like going back and forth on the stage, and he'd like wear like a muscle shirt. And he'd make sure like he'd flex every time he'd walk by, just to make sure it's like my muscles are rippling. I'm filled with rage, and I'm going to inspire you to not quit and feel sorry for yourself. So stupid and thoroughly unimpressive. When there is something you really want, fight for it. Don't give up, no matter how hopeless it seems. That's sunk cost fallacy. You're not getting your money back. This ship is sinking. Stay in. This is what a scam looks like. These scammers will use this aggressive language and try to intimidate you to take action. And then they'll frame it like this is really good coaching and it's like tough love. And thank goodness I stayed here because I was so filled with fear, but thank goodness I listened to you. This is absurd. And when you've lost hope, I think this person should have actually read this out loud to themselves before they posted it because these capitalizations, like these capital letters don't make sense. And when you've lost hope, ask yourself if 10 years from now, you're gonna wish you gave it just one more shot. They're not. 10 more years? You think Finmore is gonna last 10 years? How long did Transact Card last? All right, let's see. Let's see what's gonna happen 10 years from now. I have a feeling Finmore isn't gonna be around 1 year from now. Because the best things in life, they don't come free. Yeah, they do. You can have a butterfly land on your finger. That's free. That can be the best thing in life. But this is all about money, materialism. Like, look at my Lamborghini or whatever car you've got, or look at where I'm at on vacation. Never like, look at this, I have no debt. It's like, look at how much money I've spent. Look at me walking across a stage in a suit and or a gown. Look at how amazing I am that people are looking at me and clapping at me. It's like, what are the best things in life? The smile on your kid's face? Is it maybe having the last moment with a loved one and being fortunate enough to be there as they pass away and just holding them by the hand, that last moments of life? And you feel such an overwhelming love. That's not free either? No, because it's just ridiculous little pretending to play bank and pretending to play merchant at Finmore, which was Transact Card. Stop being afraid. I'm not even going to read with these caps now because this is just so annoying. Stop being afraid of what could go wrong and start focusing on what could go right. You know, if you're ever in any group or you see a post like this is a red flag. Just leave, turn around, walk the other direction. This is when I made my first video about that paid per letter scam. You don't even need to look closer into this stuff. It's the red flag is like bright, it's waving. You don't need to look and see how it's sewn and all the little phrase on it. You can just see it and get on with your life. You see a post like this, it's like, oh my goodness. But you don't really see this post outside of these groups. But hopefully, as more and more people start taking in anti-MLM content, more and more people start waking up, exiting these commercial cults. Once they can start spreading their education and awareness and experiences as well, people will see this stuff and be like, oh no, I'm being controlled. This is not how you speak to anyone. And this is not how you treat anyone. This is not how you coach anyone. You're not in the military. You're not whipping people into line. This is abusive and it's just stupid and it's a joke. And you're a joke for writing this. And you're going to probably get really mad hearing me too, because I know all of you Finmore participants really watch my content. It's very interesting to me that you spend so much time watching anti-MLM content. I find that quite fascinating. All right. Life is too short to let someone make you feel miserable like you, making all these good people in Finmore feel miserable. Why would you say something like this after what you have said in that previous slide? Feel sorry for themselves, trying to make everybody feel ashamed, and you're trying to control them with this. Remember, someone can only make you unhappy if you give them the power to do so, and this is the truth. There's these truths, all the lies. If you're not following Always Marco, oh my goodness, go check out his content. He calls it and he might be quoting somebody else, is the truth wrapped in lies. This is the truth wrapped in lies right here. Remember, someone can only make you unhappy if you give them the power to do so. You can leave this group at any time. However, you're tied in there because you are experiencing sophisticated thought reform techniques being played on you. So it's not just a matter of, getting out, it can be really hard. For some people, it can. Some people, they wake up and they're out and it's good. But for some people, it takes a long time. And yeah. Stop letting people who do so little for you control so much of your mind, feelings, and emotions. Like Mr. Douchebag writing this right now. Why? What is he doing for you? He's just writing in all capitals. Like the amount of time that he probably is like, I got to capitalize this letter, and he had to hit like shift and then type in above. This is so dumb. And what is he doing for you? He's just yelling at you essentially in this Finmore group where you're not, maybe you've made $32 in commissions and you can't even get paid. And then you're getting a lecture like this in a Facebook group. It's true. Stop letting people who do so little for you control so much of your mind. Your mind is being controlled, your feelings and emotions. A lot of this stuff happens right out in the open, and they say exactly what they're doing to you, which is when you leave, you start waking up, you're like, oh my God, it was right in front of me the whole time. Yes, it's so weird. That's one of the creepy parts. If people try and bring you down, it only means you are above them. And then there's this elitist thing. You're not above and people aren't below you. What is people bringing you down? Are concerned friends and family saying, I'm terrified you're in a commercial cult. I'm afraid that you're going to lose more and more money. Your behavior has completely changed. I don't know you anymore. You don't even hang out. This business that you say is a business has taken the priority over our lives. You spend more time in this Facebook group than you do with our family. Why won't you listen to us anymore? Why don't you pay attention to your children? Why won't you pay attention to me? And you think, oh, they're trying to bring you down, that you're above them. When did you start to become so hurtful and manipulative that you start categorizing people who you don't agree with as less than you? You're viewing people as sub less than you. How do you make that right in your mind? I hope you lean into that discomfort. That's cognitive dissonance. That's not who you are. That is part of a cult identity that so many of us, it's just like molds over us. If you start thinking about it, you can start seeing your actions are not aligned with who you are. This is not aligned with your moral compass. You're not above anyone. You go out and you're trying to recruit people or speaking, you're thinking, I'm going to help save the world. How do you write it in your mind that you can just dismiss people and think, well, you're trying to bring me down? How are they trying to bring you down? Even if somebody is trying to bring you down, then you just turn your attention somewhere else. You don't need to label them. Maybe you're in the wrong. Have you ever questioned and given it thought that, oh my goodness, maybe I've made a mistake? I hope this might be helping one person anyway. Don't let anyone ever break your soul. You have to stand on your own 2 feet and stand up for yourself. That's true. And more people are. And I'm really happy to say more and more Finmore participants are too. And I hope that you continue asking questions and doing research. I hope you don't get sucked into another multi-level marketing company. I really hope that, but I'm not. I know that will happen with some, but I know for some of you, you're going to be on your way out and this is it. And it's a hell of a journey healing from this. But fortunately, there's more and more resources out there in the form of podcasts and anti-MLM content here on YouTube. You're going to get through this. There are those that would give anything to see you fail, but you must never give them the satisfaction. This is cult behavior too. It doesn't matter what kind of cult you're in. People don't want to see you fail. I believe this same nonsense when I was in Mon 8 and Rank Makers. We're like viewing everybody as the enemy. Anybody that says anything, what we perceive as negative, we feel it so intensely. So it's like we have to think they just want to see me fail. They want to see me stay small. They don't want to see me play big and impact the world. I have to surround myself with the 5 people that I most want to be like. And because I'm going to become like the 5 people I spend the most time around, which is complete bullshit. That was made up. This isn't based in science or fact. This is just another one of those things that has been said so often that people just believe it. One of the issues that I have with that sentence, which aside from it being complete bullshit, is that it makes it sound like you have no identity. So you're not influencing anybody else. You're just a shell, an empty shell of a person, a vacuous space that will just take on the form of 5 people you hang around. So it's like ignoring your own autonomy, your own individuality, your dreams, your critical thinking process. It's like, no, I can't look at any of that. I've just got to be around others to mold me. It's so messed up, and this is just another one of those, manipulative techniques in commercial cults. So, saying that you got to, give nobody who is gonna give anything? Nobody has the time. Who would give anything to see you fail? You're not that important. They would give anything? Like, just break that down for me. What would give anything? What would they do? Would they sell their car and their home so they would see a Finmore participant that's recruited one FBO and has one FCM? So they'd sell their car, they'd sell their house just to see a Finmore representative that has one business owner, one customer fail. And they would just get so much delight in that. Like, it's so stupid. Oh my goodness. All right. And here we go. Hold your head up high, smile, and stand your ground. Like, oh my God, get over yourself. This is, if someone treats you bad, just remember that there is something wrong with them, not you. Define treating you bad. Are they telling you the truth? Are you uncomfortable with hearing the truth? How about standing up to aggressive dude here, yelling at you in caps about people just questioning, why don't I have my commissions? Why you got to bring God into everything all the time? Why is it Finmore and not Transact Card? Why did Richard Smith say that he spoke with Trump, Obama, and LeBron James and they were going to endorse Transact Card? How come we don't talk about that in here? What's going on? If someone, normal people don't go around destroying other people. Like, look at this, is just absurd. It's absurd, but this is what goes on in cults and in multi-level marketing. This is our belief system. Everybody outside of multi-level marketing that is saying, and it's not criticism, this is the truth. It's not like, well, I'm like critical of this. This is like gravity. You're in a fraud. It's a cultic fraud. It's not an industry. Multi-level marketing is not even direct sales. So people saying, you're in a scam, I want to see you get out. I'm going to create all different kinds of content in order to reach people and help them, encourage them to critically think. Encourage them to give informed consent. Learn what the definition of a pyramid scheme is in your respective country. And challenge these thought-stopping cliches, this behavior, this aggressive behavior, these intimidation tactics. Never let someone with the significance of a speed bump become a roadblock in your life. Again, just treating people with such disrespect. So you need to diminish another person in order to feel better about yourself. And this is what happens in cults. I know I keep saying this, but it is. And this is what happens in multi-level marketing cults. This is just standard fare. Prove yourself to yourself, not others. But the irony here is that you need to be proving yourself in this group. And then probably, people will be clapping with all these emojis and like, preach it, brother. And, oh, this is awesome. Let's look at dare.to.be.different.Finmore strong. And a fist coming out of the water. Ignore those people who talk about you behind your back. That's where they belong. This is for a multi-level marketing company. It's always, when you're in multi-level marketing, you're always motivated by showing people all the haters. It's actually, you're not motivated with like pure intentions. It's always this weird anger and resentment. And there's always the enemy. And then there's like the cult, the multi-level marketing company, the products, like everybody is against me. And I've got to always be saying that and really believing that. And the people are talking about me. It's like, just stop and work toward a goal. You can work toward a goal and not have to do any of this nonsense. You can open up your own legitimate business and not have to think or believe any of this nonsense. There will be people out there supporting you and be like, that's really cool. There's not this army of people that want, that you need to categorize as a speed bump or they have to be behind your back. They deserve to be behind there. You're not that important again. Anyway, that's what I got for this video. This was just so brutal. I'm going to end with this. If you're in Finmore, maybe you were in Transact Card and now you're in Finmore and you want out. Maybe you've exited, maybe you're in the process of exiting, but for some reason you've found my content, maybe this video, and you're piecing it together. I just want to say thank you so much for watching my content, and that you are worthy exactly as you are. There is nothing wrong with your mindset. There never was. You have a lot of the answers already within you, and you know it. And I encourage you to keep critically thinking. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.